Okay, good morning to you from the Philippines. This is my last day. The reason why I'm making this video is Dean Trumbull blocked me on Skype. Okay, now I didn't block him. I left it open just in case he was man enough to talk about the problems and get them resolved, but apparently he's not. And what he keeps doing is sending me nasty messages and then blocks me again so that I can't reply. This time, the message was he's going to tell all the members how, when we did the webinar, 30 members joined and were all placed under my team. Excuse me for looking down at my notes. I just scribbled some notes. Now, line number one, we never had 30 people join us after a webinar. So that's line number one. But if you look at my personal referrals, this has not changed since the first webinar. But my team has, where's my notes? My team has one member that needs 9 to fill a first coin. Another member has, well, Byron, he's filled his first coin, but another member, George has filled his first coin, but another member needs 10 to fill his first coin. Another one needs 11 to fill his first coin. Now, you don't need to be brilliant at maths to work that out. Had I placed 30 people underneath them, all my team would have filled their first coin, and they haven't. And the reason for that is because I didn't place new members underneath them. I did it fairly, the next available spot that needed filling. So that's line number 2. Whatever I did on that spreadsheet, he got an email telling him exactly what I did. And the reason for that is it's in a document called Google Docs. Okay, he's in control of it. So whatever I did, he gets an email telling him. All of a sudden, he finds out I've been cheating. Really? I never did, and I never will. We had an agreement, Dean and I, that if George or Michael joined the team, and they needed people underneath them, we would place people underneath them. That's fair if they're bringing their team in. Unfortunately, Michael didn't bring his team in, but we weren't to know that. But when I actually placed them, the spreadsheet I was working on, they were the actual next people to be placed. There was no gaps above them. But the spreadsheet he showed on the webinar shows gaps above them, so that's obviously not the spreadsheet I was working on. The problem I had with the spreadsheet, every time I logged in, something had changed. Until, that is, he listed everybody in numerical order of their referral link, which is obviously the fairest way. It's a shame he didn't do that first. But for example, somebody at number, right on the bottom then, for example, will suddenly appear at number 10 the next day. We're always changing things round. And the other thing he said, under no circumstances was I to show anybody the spreadsheet. And yet the first webinar, he showed the spreadsheet. Oh, go figure. Bear with me while I look at my notes. The only other thing we did, we placed one member underneath one of Byron's teams. So if Michael came in with his team, Byron didn't get jumped. That's the only thing. Everything else was done in 100% order, the way it should have been done. Where do I go there? Didn't realise I wrote so many notes. As I said, the new spreadsheet or the last spreadsheet I saw is not the one I was working on. I can honestly say I placed a new member underneath somebody that needed somebody underneath them in the correct order. At one stage, he said to me, the next person that joins, place them under Trevor, or I think it was pick 14, because that will fill one of his team's coin 1. No, I didn't do it, and I would not do it. I think I've worked out the reason why he's trying to black my name. It's because he wanted to get full control of the spreadsheet. Now he's got it. And unless George or somebody else is partake of it, so he can see what's happening. I'm sure he will cheat, which is such a shame for the members. Yeah, he can place people wherever he wants to his heart's content. He's not only a cheat, but he's also two-faced. He told me one time he would never join any of George's programs because they wouldn't work. I even placed him. I piffed him in 50 cents. No, not 50 cents. What was it? $1 thing. But no, he didn't do nothing. But now he's promoting George's programs. Two-faced. So he's a liar. He's a cheat. And he's also two-faced. What a fantastic leader you have. I'm sure he'll come back and call me a liar, but I'm not worried. I know I'm telling the truth. A lot of the members also agree with me. They've seen through his lies, but they're scared to say anything in the Skype room in case he kicks them out. It's his team. He must be obeyed. Don't say anything bad about him or he kicks you out. And even if you don't say anything, he kicks you out. Some members join the Skype room to be updated, or if they have a question. Other than that, they don't talk. And if they don't talk, he kicks them out. They're not losing that because they come to me when they want information. That's not the point, is it? The thing that really upset me, to be honest, was George, because I've known George a long time and I've worked with him a long time. I've joined a lot of his programs that didn't come to anything because I was supporting George, you know. But he believed Dean's lies even before he come to me and asked me what was going on. And he kicked me out of all the rooms. For anybody that doesn't know what happened, it was basically I contacted a new member that came into the Gold Skype room. And I said, you will find sometimes on webinars that Dean actually goes into a rant. Now, at that stage, my disabled daughter called me. I had to go and help her. So I never finished the conversation. And of course, then it all kicked off. But if I'd been allowed to finish, I would have said, but if you're coming into the team to work and be a good member, those rants will never be aimed at you. It's aimed at people that join the team, expect the team to work everything for them so they don't have to do anything. And then they come in to Dean and say, oh, I've been in 3 months and I've not earned any money. This is a crap program, right? That's who the rants are aimed at. And as I would have said to him, if you're a good member and you're willing to work with the team, that will never apply to you because that never happened. So I actually got black for telling the truth. But there you go. Such is life. I just wish George had contacted me first. The other thing was we had an agreement whereby we would test different programs, and if we thought they were good, we would give it to the other person. You know, in other words, I give it to Dean or Dean give it to me, and we would look at it, and if we both agreed it was good, we would bring it to the team table. Now, the very last time I was in the room, I was actually testing one program. Unbeknown to me, Dean was testing the same program, and so was Marjorie. But in any case, without telling me, he posted his link. Okay, that's fair. I can post my link. And Marjorie posted her link. And he went into a big rant. Why? I suspect the reason is because people now have a choice of 3 people they can join under if they want to join the program instead of just him. But I'm sorry to say, that's him. I only had a small piece of paper, so it's written all over the place. That's done. That's done. That's it, basically. This is my last day. I fly back tonight. The lady I'm staying with has been a member of my team for probably 15, getting on 20 years. And I'm staying in her house in a very nice area of Philippines. It's like a private village. But today she's taken me to other areas because I want to look at, because I'm looking for somewhere where I can move to the Philippines and live. And from there we'll go to the back into the town because I'm meeting up with a program owner that has over 1.75 million members in his programs combined, close on 2 million. The obvious reason is I want to try and get him into gold. Now, I don't know if he's going to join or not, and if he joins, I don't know if he'll do the same as Michael and not bring his team in, but that's the plan. Now, the problem I have is if he joins, I can't bring him into the CGT Gold team build because I'm not worthy enough to be a member. I've been kicked out. I'm not allowed in the Skype room. So sadly for the Gold members, because it would have filled an awful lot of links if his teams joined, awful lot of spaces, even filled lots of coin 1s and maybe even some coin 2s, depending on how many people join. But sadly, I'm going to have to open a new account in Gold and start a new spreadsheet. That is, if he joins and brings his team in, of course. If he does, I'm pretty sure that the very first members in, me included, will be filling coins 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4. I don't know. I wanted that to happen in the team Gold team build for CGT, but I can't do it. Through the wisdom of your leaders, I am not worthy enough. How can I bring a new team member, especially a program owner, into the team build if I can't even get him in the Skype room? So sadly, that is what's happening. I had hoped by now that they would have seen sense and talked it out, but sadly it hasn't happened. Okay, it's a bit of a sad video, I know, I'm sorry, but it needed to be done, especially if he's going to tell everybody how I cheated. I have never cheated. I am 100% genuine. I never tell lies. I don't need to. I have always been totally honest. And the people that follow me, they have worked that out for themselves. One member told me, best part of Dean's webinars is the squeak from his chair. I had to laugh at that. Yeah, and I had another member, he's not even a member of my team, I've never spoken to him before. He said, Dean is a cancer. All he wants to do is be top dog. He doesn't care about members as long as they're making him money. I'm starting to believe these statements. And yet at one stage, and I said it live on a webinar, I trusted Dean. Not anymore. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there so the video's not too long. Take care, everybody, and you know where I am if you need me to talk to, if you need help. I will help anybody. You don't have to be in my team. Okay, bye-bye for now.